Hello everyone and welcome back to Steins Linear Bounded Phenogram. I'm G, and NAE is currently looking for Daru, as Daru has left the former Future Gadget lab and has disappeared and gave her the wrong number. And so, yeah, we're trying to find him. Anyways, let's get started.
It's evening now, so there are more people walking on the streets. Daru stands out though. I'd notice if I saw him walking around. I tried looking inside the parts shop we hid in before. I didn't see him around, and the employee said he hadn't seen him either. Besides Rumiho, there's only one other lab member from 2 years ago left in this town. Duka. Her house is at Yanabayashi Shrine across Manseibashi. Figured Daru might have gone to visit his old fellow lab mem and dropped by. But Duka was away at college, and her family said that nobody like Daru had visited them. It's getting dark. I can't find him. Can't do anything. It's impossible to find a single person in a town this big without any clues. Given that I couldn't find him after all this searching, Daru has probably already left Akihabara. In the end, not sure where to go, I came back here. Thought Daru might have come back. There's this tiny flicker of hope. But after sneaking through the bathroom to get in, I didn't see him anywhere.
It sounds like you visited the shrine earlier. I'm sorry, I just got back. Did you need something from me? Please call.
I opened the door to the shower room just in case, but nobody was inside. I sit down on the sofa and fatigue suddenly washes over me. I can only wait. I'm sure Daru will come back. I just have to believe and wait. I need to keep soldering. To be honest, I should have headed home by now. They wouldn't want to miss Daru by doing that. My body's completely exhausted after running around everywhere, but I managed to stand up and head downstairs. However, my crushing anxiety makes it so I can't focus on my work. My cell phone vibrates. Hello? NAE, where are you? You shouldn't be wandering around this late, yeah? Rumiho. I know I said you should get out and play more, but this is a little much, yeah? You're middle school. You should know not to be out so late. Rumiho, has Daru contacted you at all? Yeah, Daru-nyan? That reminds me, you mentioned Daru-nyan before. Are you asking about him, yeah? Don't tell me you're with Daru-nyan. No. He's not here. He won't come back. Anyway, come home, yeah? Papa and Mama are worried. I got it. I'm sorry. Can't do anything. As a child, no matter how important my business may be, staying out late at night will get me a scolding. It's not like I'm staying out late just to stay out late. It's just really frustrating that I can't even search for someone by myself. There aren't many people left in Akihabara. All the shops are closing up. Once all the shutters close, the sidewalk gets dark. Even as I walk back, I'm still looking for signs of Daru. I look at the faces of every man who passes by. But he's not here. Not anywhere. He's gone. And when I was below UPX. Akihabara was all but deserted. At the table of an open cafe with no other customers. I see a large frame sitting there. Silhouette alone was enough. There's no mistaking that sight. Daru! I instinctively ran up to him.
What? Oh, Nai-chanji.
I was searching so desperately for him, but he greets me without the slightest hint of concern. Why didn't you contact me? I've been searching this whole time. As I said this, I realized there was someone with Daru. Someone I'd never seen. Definitely not a lab mem. He's wearing a classy suit like a big shot salaryman, but he doesn't seem that much older than Daru. He has sharp eyes and it kind of reminds me of a snake. In his hand is a bank envelope. Who is this man? Is he the person Daru was talking to on the phone before leaving? Just based on the atmosphere here, that doesn't seem to be the case.
Anyway, let's settle it.
Daru says this to, I assume, end their conversation. The snake man hands Daru the envelope without saying a word. He stands up, then, after taking a glance at me, bows slightly and walks off.
Next up, I need to get Kamegero.
Despite Daru shouting this, the snake man doesn't even look back, disappearing in the direction of the station. Didn't even try to say anything. He's a little creepy. Who was that?
I guess you could say a collaborator.
Collaborator? Dara ends his explanation there and stands up in a hurry. He looks around, then starts walking off swiftly as if I'm not even here. I can understand why he's in a hurry given that the agents are after him, but it's like he ignored me and it's pretty hurtful. He could have contacted me. Didn't we agree to call each other and meet back up? I looked around for 2 hours and couldn't find you, so I was waiting at the lab. I'm sorry I couldn't call you. I must have typed in the wrong number when I was making the contact on my cell phone.
Huh? Really? Let me see.
There appears on my cell phone screen. I show him the number.
Oh, whoopsie daisy. I'm the one who made the mistake.
What?
Oh, I've been changing cell phone numbers a lot lately, so even I have a hard time remembering.
Why?
My bad. Oh, if you can't forgive me, you can step all over me later. No need to hold back.
How can you take this so lightly? The words virtually slip out. Dara doesn't seem to notice my muttering and checks the inside of the envelope while walking. I almost trip when I see what's in there. That's a lot of money. Hundreds of 10,000 yen notes. I've only seen bundles of cash like that in manga and on TV. Is that...
It's money for some Nakano fun.
Nakano?
People start to rot if they don't enrich themselves with culture. Oh, and I'm not talking about the Fujoshi kind of rot. I'm getting pretty ripe myself. I can't build the phone wave like this. It's been 2 years since I last checked on new eroge. I want to play one of those, buy a ton of ero dojin, and do some full season anime binge watching marathons. I don't have the money for that, so I needed to find some collaborators to compensate.
You're saying...
Yep, that's why I wanted to get outside today.
All that work just for this? Why?
Night-chan, can you take this bundle of cash and slap me across the face with it? I always wanted to try.
Why?
Eh?
Why are you always messing around? Why? My vision blurs. He's looking at me like I'm the one causing him trouble. I get even angrier at him. I was crying before I realized it. I get why you didn't want to tell me. I get that. You, I don't even matter.
Wait.
I'm not your ally, not a lab mem. I'm just an outsider, a mere acquaintance. Why didn't you choose to be just a mere acquaintance? I'm sick of waiting all alone for people who never come back. I want to be involved. But you won't even talk to me seriously. I'm done. I wet my tears with the back of my hand. I won't go to Dad's building anymore. I'm just getting in the way. I quit. Go wherever you want on your own. I said all there was to say. I ran off in the opposite direction from Daru. I didn't even look back. Oh, NAE, you're late, yeah? You know how much we were? I'm sorry. Wait, NAE? Making sure to avoid eye contact with Rumi, how I rush into my room. Once I'm inside, I curl up in the corner of my bed. I'm tired. Between Daru and my exams, I haven't gotten any decent sleep for an entire week. I'll take the day off school tomorrow just to sleep. Then I'll get back to my regular life. I'll go back to spending every day with the wonderful people of the Akiya family. It's the life of a 13-year-old Tenojinai. I shouldn't associate myself with such a strange animal. Such a strange animal. Better this way. Thinking about today's events makes me start crying again. I hurry to bury my face in my knees. NAE, can I come in? I didn't tell her it was okay to enter, but Rumiho comes right into my room and sits next to me on the bed. What's wrong? Did something happen? I shake my head, still hiding my face. But that's a lie. You're crying. I'm not crying. You were. He wasn't. Raise your head. I can't do that. What happened to your usual nyan talk? You don't sound like you without it. Back when I found you, you were crying just like this. You remember? You want to come with me? Let's go, together. You can trust me just like you did back then, okay? You can tell me if you're troubled or hurting. Rumiho gently strokes my head. She rests my head on her shoulder. I feel her warmth. I'm not going to be able to hold back my tears. Rumiho, I want to be involved. Involved? Last week I found Daru. I see, so that's why you've been asking about Daru and Yan so much lately. I nod and tell Rumiho everything that happened over last week, and caught up in my emotions several times along the way. The whole time she kept gently rubbing my back. Thanks to her warmth, I felt a lot better by the time I finished the story. You got your laboratory work, huh? So that's what you were doing. I worked as hard as I could, but it seems like Daru didn't believe in me. I mean, we were never super close or anything, even 2 years ago. I'm just a middle schooler and I'm not that reliable. I don't want to be left behind all by myself. You're not the only one who was left behind, NAE. Huh? After hearing those unexpected words, I look at Rumiho's face. She's smiling. Her smile looks so sad. I was left behind too. Ah. That's right. Rumiho was a lab mem too. She must have had much deeper ties to them than I ever did. But she's here now, living her life in Akihabara. She didn't go away. Also, until I told her just now, she had no idea that Daru was back in Akihabara. It seemed like she didn't hear anything from Daru or Green. Why do you want to be involved, NAE? Because I don't want to be left behind. Weren't you sad when everyone left you behind? I was sad. I didn't know anything. Nobody told me anything. Not even Daddy. Nobody trusted me. I started hating myself for that. I acted a little more seriously if I were more like an adult. Even now, sometimes I think I wouldn't have been left behind. What's wrong, NAE? Huh? The reason nobody told you anything isn't because we didn't trust you. It's because we were protecting you. I was being protected? At the very least, your dad died to keep you safe. 2 years ago, on the day your dad took his own life, I came to visit my papa. What? I wasn't in the room, so I didn't know everything they talked about. But my papa told me later that your dad asked him to look after the only thing he cared about. You. It seemed your dad was being pursued by someone. I'm sure he did what he did to keep you from getting mixed up in everything. That's too one-sided. And Papa said that's how parents are. They do anything in the world to keep their child out of danger. And friends are the same. Rumiho pauses there and sadly smiles. Keep the friends you really care about out of danger. Sometimes you don't tell them what's really going on, or tell white lies. Having friends willing to go that far means you're truly blessed. I wonder if that's how Rumiho feels about all the lab mems who disappeared. Right now, I'm glad I wasn't fully involved in what happened 2 years ago. Back then, I only vaguely realized that something was strange about Kyoma's behavior. Kyoma. That was a weird name that Uncle Ocarine gave himself. If I were in his position, I think my mind would have broken. I'm grateful to everyone who protected me. I look sad about it. In my mind, gratitude and sadness aren't contradictory. How? I don't understand how she can feel both. A little stinging pain in the bottom of your chest when you're sad. Means that you have memories of someone etched deeply into your heart. It's like someone cutting a wound into the canvas of your heart with permanent ink, leaving a scar that never goes away. Is my heart the same way? It is. That wound will eventually turn into a scab and a flower will bloom from it. Flowers don't grow from scabs. Really? You've never seen that before? No. I have. Or I feel like I have. I have just been a dream. But a flower will bloom in your heart too, NAE. Until then, you'll feel lonely about being left behind, and you'll carry that wound with you. At the same time, you have to live every day to the fullest, grateful that you can. If you do that, someday, you might suddenly bump into them somewhere like you did with Darinyan. Leave my daddy up in heaven? Yeah, I'm sure. Rumiho looks straight into my eyes and says this decisively. So do my eyes look like I'm lying? Yeah, you're definitely lying. But it's a gentle lie. See? Sure, Darinyan's lying too. I could tell he was lying just from your story. Men are bad at telling lies. Rumiho smiles mischievously. Telling you to buy dojinshi, telling you the wrong phone number, joking around and taking everything so casually. It's completely obvious that he doesn't want you getting mixed up into whatever he's involved with. Really? Darinyan must have been worried about you getting caught by those agents. If you had his phone number, they'd think you were an accomplice and do terrible things to you. That's why I told you the wrong number. Or at least that's my guess. See, so he might have done it on purpose. Because he doesn't trust me? Or because he wants to protect me? Or is it whatever I decide it is? Drop by the lab unannounced, you might find him working on the time machine alone. And what should I do? If Daru's really worried about me, then maybe I shouldn't go back to Daddy's building. Sounds like I can't get involved either way. Yeah, in regards to everything you've told me, I feel the same way as Daryan. It seems Kema and Daryan have something they need to do, even if it means throwing away their normal lives. But you're different, Nai. As your dad wished, I want you to live a normal life. At least for now. For now. That's right, you should just be an observer for now, Nai. Time will come when you'll have to be involved in something and make a big decision. That's still the future. Yeah. Oh, but... just because you're an observer doesn't mean you can't be involved at all. Huh? After saying this, Rumiho stands up from the bed. She gently strokes my head again. This is the end of my story, yeah. Think it over and choose what to do next on your own. Even a middle schooler can do that, right? Yeah? Rumiho. Suddenly a growl from inside me. Huh. That reminds me, I haven't eaten since lunch. I'll make you some dinner, so go take a bath first, yeah. Okay. When I stand up, I give Rumiho a hug. Thank you. Don't mention it, yeah. What should I do? That's up to me. The next day, I leave home earlier than usual and head to Dad's building before school. I have no idea if Daru will be there or not. That doesn't matter compared to being able to take stock of my own feelings. However, before I could do that, I encountered a very large butt.
Oh, who's there? Is someone there? If you are, I hate to bug you, but could you either push me through or pull me out?
There goes that idea.
Oh, hold on. Etenji? I thought you weren't coming back.
Daru's fat legs are flailing around. How long have you been stuck?
I think it's been almost 8 hours? They might be nearby, so I couldn't exactly call out for else, SMDH. Even if I wanted to give you an Ocarina ring, my cell phone's in my pants pocket. Didn't grab it like this. Nobody came by, I'd have been dried meat in a couple of days. Such a wretched death, all of me wept.
I wonder what would have happened if I didn't drop by first thing in the morning. I guess I have no choice. You can't do anything with me around. I wonder why. Yesterday I hated Daru so much and I felt so frustrated. After seeing him like this now, all those bad feelings vanish without a trace.
Yeah, sure, just hurry up and push me or pull me out, please. Pain around my stomach is getting to be too much to bear. Also, I need to use the bathroom. I wouldn't mind staying like this if you tend to me like a nurse.
Ah, no way! Can't believe that this guy would actually do what Rumiho said yesterday. Even now, I can only seriously think of him as a dirty old man. After rescuing Daru, I descend down to Dad's store alone. I sit in the chair that he always sat in. Close my eyes, and I face my own heart. Thinking back, the last time I spent full days in the store was 2 years ago when Rumiho came to take me home with her. When I close my eyes, that summer is the only thing that comes to mind. Until then, I didn't really want to visit this dark and dusty store. I love my dad, but the store has this weird atmosphere. I don't really like CRT TVs either, so it always feels like something scary will appear on them. That summer was different. This building was so lively and exciting. I had fun spending time here. Naturally, I kept coming to visit. Anai-chan! Doo-doo-doo! Mayuri! She was always so lighthearted and warm. Seeing her face made me happy, and whenever I gave her a big joyful hug, she would gently stroke my head. Anai-chan, I just bought ice cream. You want one? Oh, thank you. Mayuri was always eating something and always shared it with me. I think she said her favorite food was fried chicken. See you again! See you!
Oh, Nai. Stopping by again today, huh?
And I. Yeah. Dad was always in the store. Part-time girl always seemed to have free time. Really like the part-time girl's easygoing air.
Hey, part-timer, don't teach my daughter any weird greetings.
What? What does that mean that Sheena Mayuri's Titaru is off limits too?
Yeah, that one's a problem. What does it even mean?
Who knows? It's cute.
See, I see. Cute, huh? Then go ahead and use it.
Okay, Titaru, Daddy.
Yeah, two.
You're really nice when it comes to your daughter, boss. If you're that laid back, why not buy NAE a bicycle?
You kidding me? What if she fell off the bike? She might hurt herself.
You're overprotective, Daddy.
Tell you what, Nye. I'll buy you one when you start middle school. Be patient until then.
Occasionally there would be loud banging from the ceiling. It would make Daddy really mad.
The hell was that? Are the punks on the second floor making noise again? Jeez, they never calm down. They keep this up, I'm seriously gonna kick them out.
What? Kicking them out would be heartless.
What's with you? Don't tell me you're siding with Okabe and his pals.
You can ignore a little noise, right? You're on an important mission right now that will decide the fate of the world.
It is hopeless. Even my part-timer's been corrupted by Okabe.
And he would always scowl at the noise from the floor above. He got mad and threatened to kick them out over and over again. But to me, it never looked like he was serious about it. In the end, he'd always rub his shiny head with his hand and say,
What are you gonna do? I'll let him off with a warning this time.
Said this over and over again, same gentle smile every time. I like that place, where Daddy was, where the part-time girl was, where the lively lab mems were on the floor above. But I was too scared to ever talk to Uncle Ocarina and Uncle Daru directly. Memories of that summer are fun ones, here in this building. It was way more fun than waiting for Dad back at home. I opened my eyes. I'm back in the workshop, left neglected for 2 years. It's bad. I'm tearing up again. Back then, behind all the feelings of fun, I had lots of people protecting me. None of them are left now. When I close my eyes, it's like I've jumped back in time. I feel as though I can hear everyone's voices. Everyone's watching over me. I dry my tears. Try to hold my head up high. When I go up to the lab, Daru's sitting on the sofa looking tired.
Hey, Tenchi, don't you have school?
Mako-chan. Hi, Chan, are you at morning practice? I overslept and just got to school now. Let me guess. Yamanaka-senpai is super mad? Did you apologize for me? Check the time. It's past 8 a.m. I'll definitely be late going from here. It's fine if I'm late once in a while. I know I said a lot of stuff yesterday, but is it still okay if I help? You don't have to tell me anything. I just want to fix my dad's TV. I can't repair the 42-inch brown tube TV. That's something that only I can do. Because my body's small. So I'm a child. His daddy taught me how to repair it. So please, bow my head.
We'll worry about that later. I'm so hungry I feel like I'm gonna die. Sorry, but could you go and do some shopping? You said being late to school is fine anyway, right? Oh, and stock up on water. I won about 10 2-liter water bottles. I didn't wash myself, use the toilet, and drink, so they disappear fast. Please help me out. You can spank me for bothering you if you want. In fact, there's a reward in my world, so I wouldn't mind at all. Wait, you want to wipe my body clean too? That's great. I could die happy with middle schooler taking care of me.
I didn't say anything about that. You're a pervert.
I'm not a pervert. I'm a gentleman pervert.
I see. I have no idea what he means. Looks like I didn't need to beg, though. Daru still considers me a collaborator. Part of me felt relieved at that. By the way, there's no way I can carry 10 2-liter balls of water, so I only bought 2. I focus on my work in silence, pushing all unnecessary thoughts from my mind. I've gotten pretty used to soldering. Work itself isn't exactly difficult. The past 2 days, Daru's been working hard on the second floor, too. Down on the first floor, though, I can't hear his voice or even sense his presence. A few days ago, this probably would have made me uneasy, and I'd go up to the second floor to check on him. Right now, I don't feel any anxiety. I know very well that Daru can't get out of here by himself. It's like he put himself under house arrest. It's strange. 2 years ago, Dad would repair TVs in this store every day. I would watch. Back then, I didn't think that I would ever follow in his footsteps. But here I am now, repairing a CRT TV just like he would. Even though I don't think I'm ready to get this store up and running again by myself. I'm just happy that, without even realizing it, I had inherited something that Daddy left behind. It's done. It's only the last spot. I can't make too much noise. I hold back my urge to shout and pump my fist in victory instead. My work is done. The question is, will the 42-inch TV work now that I've resoldered it? Only if we're lucky. Still, please, I'm begging you to work. I put the disassembled 42-inch brown tube TV back together. Circuit board goes back into its original location. And don't forget to tighten the screws. Putting it back together took over an hour. Whew. I think it's back to how it was before. I don't have any leftover screws or anything. It should be fine, probably. I call up the hole leading to the second floor. Uncle Daru, Uncle Daru! Immediately hear footsteps and Daru's face appears.
What's up?
Finished the repairs.
Ah, so does it work?
I'm about to test it.
Alright, go for it.
Okay. What should I do? I'm getting nervous. If it doesn't work, everything I've done until now will be meaningless. Uncle Daru won't be able to send any email. My heart's racing. I take a deep breath. I give Daru the signal with my eyes. Then I plug the power cord into the socket. And I press the power button on the 42-inch TV. Ah! The screen lights up. All it shows is static. In that moment I felt so happy I could jump for joy. I can't help but look over at Daru.
DJ Nai-Shenshi, expect nothing less from Sister Brown.
Yeah. It turned on. It worked, Daddy. I'm glad. I've done everything that I can to help. I managed to see it through to the end. About 2 hours afterwards, with nothing else to do, I watched Daru type on his computer keyboard over his shoulder. I have no idea what the programming language on the screen means. It's like a secret code or a magic spell. Daru's hands haven't stopped moving for a long time. He told me earlier that once he finishes the programming, the time machine will be complete. Anyhow. Hey Alice, if you meet a fat white rabbit, please tell him this. Yeah. Let's face off in NAE again. I'll be waiting for you. Also say hi to Kyoma. Thanks. I'm only watching, but my heart's been beating fast this whole time. I thought time machines only existed in manga or movies. Yeah, right here, right now, I'm about to see one completed with my own eyes. There's no way I can ever tell my friends about this. With one big final tap on the keyboard, Daru stops. Like he's a pianist.
Mission complete.
He faces me and grins. Then it's finished?
Yep, I dubbed it the Phone Wave version 3.00, Tenoji edition.
So this is a time machine? Just looks like a microwave oven with a computer cord connected to it. Kinda wish it had more of a wow factor. It looks pretty ordinary.
Tried making it as faithful a reproduction of the original Phone Wave as I could. But Invention 1 from 2 years ago was pretty much sheer luck. It's not a perfect reproduction, so there's a chance it won't send email even when it's activated.
I see. After all this hard work, I really want it to work. I haven't even
seen if it turns on yet. We've only got one shot at this gambit, so there's a pretty big chance we'll fail. Even if it does work, we won't be able to see how the world has changed. Kinda sucks. Talk about thankless.
We're still going to use it, right?
Well, yeah, I didn't seal myself up in here for over a week without Arrowgate for nothing. Dragged on for so long. Too long. Humans can only be so patient. On top of that, I had a cute middle school girl groping my butt over and over. How was I supposed to stay sane? Never underestimate a cherry boy.
Yeah. How scary. I suddenly get so mad. If you shout too loud, the agents outside will notice.
My bad.
What's a cherry boy anyway? So when are we going to use it?
Today.
Huh? It's really sudden. Using it on the day it's finished? I suppose that's only natural. It was built solely to send email after all. And Daru's being pursued by bad people. It's a miracle that the agents outside haven't found us yet. We don't have time to take this slowly. Wonder if he'll let me send an email too. I can't really do much if he doesn't. Maybe I should just remain a simple collaborator. Besides, Daru probably doesn't want me getting too deeply involved. So...
I'll be sending 2 emails, mine and yours.
Eh?
People outside will probably know us when we send the first one. It'll be pure luck whether we can send the second or not. Are you okay with that, Night Chenchi?
Oh, yeah.
Alright then, tell me who you want to send it to.
Daru looks at his PC monitor.
I'll type it in beforehand.
It's okay for me to send one?
If you're feeling all, but I refuse, that's okay too. It's your choice, whatever you want.
So it's okay to send one.
The message itself will be sent from your cell phone through the phone wave. Be careful, you can only send up to 18 full-width characters, twice as many half-width.
Who should I send my Gmail to? Mary? Suzuha? Uncle Ocarine? No. There are things I want to say to the lab mems, of course. But more importantly, there's one person who I want to reach more than anyone else. Daddy. I've decided. Telling Uncle Daru my dad's cell phone number, he types into the computer. I take out my phone to write my message. What do I want to say to him? There's so many things. I can only send 36 characters. What do I want to tell Dad more than anything else right now?
Dear Dad, I'm doing well. Please don't worry.
It's the best I can do with the limited number of characters. I feel as though it's more than enough. I'm done, Uncle Daru. I hand him my cell phone. Daru takes it and checks the screen. It's okay?
Yeah, looks good to me. Alright then, I'll input the address so the phone wave can send your message.
Send. Daru's big belly growls loudly.
Oof, I'm hungry.
All the food I bought gone already?
I finished it off late last night.
You're fat if you eat late at night.
That's the best time. Oh, I know. Sorry, but could you go shopping again?
What? I had a feeling.
I guess it'll be my last dinner in Akiba. When the phone wave activates, the building shakes like crazy. The folks outside will know it's faster than you burp after chugging a cola.
Uncle Daru.
There's no way I'll be able to run away from them on an empty stomach.
Daru grins and hands me two 1,000 yen notes.
That should cover it.
Daru, I wish we could order pizza, but the delivery guy would make that.
Oh wait, I wish we could order pizza, but the delivery guy would make that way too obvious.
It's not what I get this feeling. When are you activating the time machine?
After you come back, once we've eaten. Why?
Daru answers with his usual casual attitude. I see. I couldn't bring myself to ask any more questions. But somehow I knew. I knew what Uncle Daru was planning to do.
What is it?
Nothing. I stand up and extend my hand to Daru. Daru, would you shake my hand?
Of course.
Daru wipes the sweat from his hand onto his shirt, then grasps my hand. Still sweaty. And way bigger than mine.
Whoa, real life handshake with a middle school girl. I'm a real winner now.
He got this creepy look on his face. I let go of Daru's hand and head to the bathroom. We have to go into the rear building through the small bathroom window if we want to get outside without the agents noticing. Daru can't get through that tiny window by himself. There are only two methods for Daru to get out on his own. He can break the second floor window facing the street and jump. He can open the front door and brazenly walk out. I'll go shopping now.
Okie dokie, be careful.
Hey Daru.
Hmm?
You're a bad liar.
Huh? What do you mean?
Nothing. Forget it. I smile and wave my hand. And close the bathroom door. Goodbye, Uncle Daru. As always, I exit the rear building with a nonchalant look on my face. Then, I walk around to the front of Dad's building. I suddenly look around and confirm that the agents are watching today too. They really are here every day. It's possible that they already knew Daru and I were inside the whole time. Just thinking about it gives me chills. I decided to head to the train station. Ever since I started holding up in that lab with Daru, I've been eating unhealthy stuff like snacks and convenience store meals. Consider getting us something healthy for a change. I decided to just go with the usual. By the time I've decided on that, I've walked up to the park. Behind me, I hear men shouting. Turn around as fast as I can. The agents from before are running into the street. They seem to be in a huge rush. I saw it too. In the lab that I just left. The lab that Daru should still be in. The window facing the street was shining with a bluish-white light. Huge flashes of light are already coming from inside. Time machine. I had a feeling. As I thought, I'm just a helper. As I thought, I'm just an observer. I'm not truly involved. Daru never wanted that. I understood that when Daru asked me to go shopping for him. He was trying to be gentle about it. I didn't stand up to his lie. I don't know if the time machine worked. Or if the email was sent to the past. I'm not allowed to see for myself. That window breaks. There's a small explosion. White smoke billows out from inside. What's happening? Did Daru do that? Or did the time machine explode in an accident? Of course, it is Daru, so he might have said something like that without me knowing. I tell myself that must be it. Agents are rushing into Dad's building. Hey, Uncle Daru. Watch everything unfold from a little ways away. If I refused to go shopping, what would you have done? Clenched my hand into a fist, crumpling the 200,000 yen notes. And I realized that these 2 bills are the only connection I have to Daru. In other words, I don't even have proof that Daru was here. He really was. Alice's white rabbit. A really fat one. I start tearing up. I try to leave the area before the agents notice me. I'll return these 2,000 yen notes next time we meet, Daru. It's been 2 weeks since Daru disappeared. After the raid, a small fire broke out in Dad's building and fire trucks raced to the scene. Daru had vanished from the building without a trace. Not just him, the time machine we slaved away on for more than a week with nowhere to be found either. It's not like it burned up in the fire. There wasn't so much as a trace of it left. It was just as though it were never there. Agents may have taken it away. Or, Daru told me if I recall. If the email is sent successfully, the world line may change. It would be as though the message was never even sent. I still remember the week I spent with that fat white rabbit. Which must mean that the D-mail transmission failed. Or even if the D-mail was sent, it didn't make it so my time with the lab with Uncle Daru never happened. Several days later, my cell phone was mailed back to me by an unknown sender. There was no record that it was ever sent the email. Looking back now, I start to wonder if those 9 days were actually a dream, some sort of hallucination. When summer vacation started, my team activities were so intense I wasn't able to come here at all. Today marks exactly 2 weeks. I decided to stop by. Up close like this, it looks pretty terrible. The second floor window is broken. I'm sure the inside of the lab is even worse. But for now, I don't have any plans to repair it. The Yukitaka offered to pay for it. I declined, saying they don't have anything to do there anyway. Of course, I do want to fix it up someday. That way the lab members can come back whenever they want. Right now, I actually want to leave it like this. If the building was repaired, it would feel like the days I spent with Daru never actually happened. I really couldn't stand him, even at the end, but it's kind of lonely with him gone. It's made it a lot harder to really get into my club activities. I look around. The agents aren't here today. I don't know if today is just a fluke, or if they disappeared with Daru 2 weeks ago. They might have left because they captured him, or maybe because he's on the run and they're still after him. All sorts of possibilities spin around inside my head. This is Daru we're talking about. I bet he's running around coughing and wheezing out of breath. Can't help but laugh just imagining it. Just then, a small scrap of paper blowing in the wind gets caught on my foot. I casually pick it up. It's crumpled up and the handwritten letters on it are barely readable. Probably because it got wet. Until it says Future Gadget Laboratory on it. This was stuck to the mailbox next to the stairs. It was only attached using tape or something, so it must have finally fallen off. I don't really want to take this down. Maybe I should write up another one and put it up there. Thinking it over, I walk over to the mailbox. There I notice something. Mailbox for the first floor. The Ground Tube Workshop. There's a letter inside. When did it arrive? Today? Yesterday? A week ago? Or even... I've been here tons of times over the past 2 years. And when was the last time I actually checked inside the mailbox? I don't remember. Since I ran into Uncle Daru, I haven't used these stairs once. Naturally, I never would have checked the mailbox. It could even be a bill from the electric company or water company. These thoughts enter my head as I open the mailbox and take out the letter. I look at the addressee. My breath catches in my throat. It's addressed to me. It doesn't have a post office stamp on it. Someone put it here directly. I look at the back of the envelope, but the sender hasn't written their name. Looking at the lettering, I instantly know who it belongs to. There's no way I could forget. It's Daddy's handwriting. My fingers tremble as I hold the letter. Could this letter be here because Daru sent my Gmail? Did Dad read my Gmail and write a reply? I managed to stay my trembling hands long enough to unseal the letter. Inside is a single piece of paper. Written is a short and blunt message. Can't stop my tears from overflowing. These aren't my usual crybaby tears. Daddy, these are tears of joy. I don't need to hold back. Thank you.
To my dear Nye, have you been well? I don't know how old you'll be when you read this, but nothing would make me happier as a father than knowing you're living a good life. Dad.
I look up at the sky. Blue sky peeking between buildings is blurred by my tears. It's well into summer. 2 years have passed since then. I'm living a good life. So please, watch over me. Right. I should call Rumio. I need to tell her that what she said wasn't a lie. I was able to meet my daddy again. I'm sure I'll see the Lab M's again somewhere too. Just have a feeling. Come back soon. I whispered to Daddy's building. Then I walk off towards the station as the midsummer sun shines down onto Akihabara.
Oh my god. And there ends Lunar Bifrost. My god, that one, like, some of these have felt more complete and more, you know, wrapped up than others. But that felt like the ending. And going by the, like, a worldwide map, I think that is the end of Linear Bounded Phenogram. I believe. But, Lunar Bifrost completed. Let's see. And that's the end. That is truly the end of Steins Gate Linear Bounded Phenogram. And boy, did that feel like the ending. My god. Wow. Okay, so, as we wrap this up, next up on the list is Steins Gate 0, which is a whole nother ball of wax. It goes back to the regular Steins Gate, sort of, you know, the world line changes and shifts depending on the decisions you make. But also, it's a lot darker than the other ones, which is something I'm very much looking forward to because it tells a whole different story. But to review Linear Bounded Phenogram, I loved it. I loved every single story in here, some of them more than others. The Okabe story was wild, how it just slaps you with, you know, Alpaca Man, and then, oops, trauma. The Daru story, also, same thing. Starts off goofy, bam, trauma. Kurisu one, lots of trauma just right off the start. Love the trauma. Ferris, that one was interesting, but I really, really liked how they pulled it off. Mr. Brown, that one was just kind of fun, and I liked that we got to encounter more of him. Suzuha's was weird, man, but like in a good way, and also just it was also just fun. Ruka's, my god, that one was a gut punch. Just, wow. And I believe that one also pulled us into the Chi attractor field. I don't remember exactly. Eternal Polaris. That one I really liked because it gave Mayuri a bit more agency in the story, which she doesn't usually get. Moeka's, that one, I'm always a big fan of when the quote-unquote bad characters get a little bit of redemption, so I really liked that. Abduction Across 3 Worlds, just a fun little romp. I think that was the answer to this one, where it was just trauma and then boom, fun little romp. Oh no, things are burning. Oh, this is really bad. Never mind, it's just a misunderstanding, and it's heartwarming. And then this felt like the ending. This felt like the end of this whole story. The wrap up, just between the mentions of things that appear in robotics notes, and also just everything tying into sort of the alpha attractor field and the way the alpha attractor field develops, and then the ongoing story of Valkyrie and the Future Gadget Laboratory. Loved it to bits. Overall, this was a wonderful experience. I loved it a lot, and I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did, because that was absolutely fantastic. And yeah, honestly, I'm gonna miss it. But we are not done with Steins Gate yet. So thank you all so much for following my playthrough of Steins Gate, Linear Bounded Phenogram. And I'll see you in the next episode. Bye now!